Guys, what's going on? Welcome to Serial at Midnight. My name is Heath, and it is time for another Kino Lorber Studio Classics sale haul. That's a lot. It's a mouthful. We love Kino Lorber. We love the Studio Classics line. They restore often films that have been sitting in vaults for a long time that haven't really seen mainstream appeal since the video stores died. The Kino Lorber Studio Classics line is great. We have lots of coverage of these titles, the Studio Classics line. Future Heath, link our playlist with all our Kino coverage right here in the corner. That way the people can watch all of the coverage because these sales are amazing. We also have a ton of reviews at serialatmidnight.com. Not video reviews, but actual professional written reviews at serialatmidnight.com. But here's the thing. This sale is amazing. And as I'm recording this video, it just launched 2 days ago. So you have a chance to get in on the, I believe it's called the End of Winter sale. Yes, that means that I placed an order the day that the sale went live 2 days ago, and it's already here. A 2-day turnaround. It's amazing, you guys. So I can't promise you that that'll be your experience. I got in early. I got in like almost immediately with my order, but very impressed with the service here. Guys, a lot of these titles, some of these are blind buys. Some of these are upgrades for me, but I thought, I opened a couple of them. I was like, wait a minute, let's just share the experience with the community and see, share the sale haul with the people. So I stopped and I came, turned on the cameras, and we're going to go through the rest of this together. So, we are starting with Midas Run. I have not seen this movie. This was a blind buy. 1969. Richard Crenna, who you guys may know best as Colonel Trautman from the Rambo movies. He was Rambo's superior officer who was like, "What do you want, John?" And he was like, "I want what they want. For our country to love us as much as we love it. That's what I want." And then later in Rambo First Blood Part 2, he's like, "How do you live, John?" And then Rambo says, "One day at a time." And then they play a not great song as he walks off into the distance. That guy, that is the lead of this movie. This is an ensemble cast. It has Richard Crenna, Fred Astaire, Anne Haywood, Ralph Richardson, Cesar Romero, the Joker from the 1966 Batman series. That Joker is in this movie. Roddy McDowell. Okay. It's like a heist movie. It's kind of like it's a blind buy. So it's a heist on an airplane cargo carrying a government shipment of $15 million in gold. There's a tank. There's someone in a bikini on the tank. You guys know I love these obscurities. I love tracking down stuff like this. This seems right up my alley, so I'm excited to discover it. I've opened this one. Sometimes, should we open these? Here's the thing. They have reverse artwork on some of these, and certainly not all of them, but on some of them, they have reverse artwork. They have the black, all Kino discs have these black, Kino Lorber Studio Classics have black labels, Black Label Society, and they have black spines. And I used to be bothered by that, but now I really love it. If I can remember, I will show you my Kino Lorber section on the shelf. It's like the entire shelf. It's like 100 releases, but they look so good. It's like this whole little professional little section of your collection. Okay. Next, this is the second one that I've opened. It's Sergio Corbucci's The Specialists. Now, I love Corbucci. We have had a drought of Corbucci at least in North America, in high definition. Here's the thing. Corbucci's the Italian director of Django, The Mercenaries. I think there's The Mercenary, The Great Silence, Navajo Joe, one of my favorites. Burt Reynolds. I'm a big Burt Reynolds fan, as you will see in a minute. But Corbucci, great director. And of course, who loves Sergio Corbucci is Quentin Tarantino. And he talks about him and homages him every time he gets a chance. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, he has Leonardo DiCaprio starring in a Corbucci movie that, didn't really, it's not a movie that really exists, but, and then there's Corbucci posters in the background. I think there's a Mercenary poster in the background. Anyway, he loves Corbucci. And so maybe we have Tarantino to thank for kind of spreading the awareness of Sergio Corbucci and making it possible for us to finally get The Specialists on Blu-ray. I'm super excited about it. And hopefully this will kind of lead to some more stuff, because Corbucci did more than spaghetti westerns. He did like spy movies and spy spoofs. You know, the Italian tradition has a lot of comedy in it. We don't really get those. We get the Italian horror and we get the Italian westerns, but we don't get the Italian comedies. We don't get the Italian spy movies. We don't even get the peplum movies, like the sword and sandal movies. So I want the other kinds of Italian cinema, and I'm putting my dollars where my mouth is, because I want those movies. Okay, what is next? The Gun Runners. This is based on Ernest Hemingway's story. It stars Audie Murphy. I hate to make another Tarantino reference, but of course, if you've seen The Inglourious Bastards, the shooter story, like the guy who killed all the people from the tower, that's based on Audie Murphy. He was a real-life war hero who survived for like a long time. I don't even, off the top of my head, I can't remember how long, but he survived alone under attack for like a day with just his rifle. He killed like a ton of the enemy soldiers all by himself, came back a war hero, became a movie star, a lot of westerns. So anyway, it's got Audie Murphy in it. It's got Eddie Albert. Green Acres. That's not a great comparison for Eddie Albert, but he's in Green Acres. And so I was really excited about this one. It's kind of a adventure noir kind of a thing. Takes place. It's about Florida gun smuggling during the Cuban Revolution. Yes, please. So it's 1958. It's black and white, but check out that cover, right? It's a sharp cover, right? Again, this is one of those, I'll try to remember to tell you what's brand new. Like, this just came out and it's already in the sale and it's already like 67% off. Okay. No interior artwork on that one. Oh, we didn't do the Specialist. Nothing inside. What if I do every single one? I open every single one of these and none of them have alternate artwork. I will look like a fool. This is another one that's, I don't even know if some of these titles are actually included in the end of winter sale, but I've just had them in my cart for a while. And there are some titles that are, like, Kino is losing the distribution license for, so they're just blowing them out. So that, like, here, you take it. We have to get rid of these, so you take it. And some of these are like $6, like $5.99, $6.49. From that comes this Thunderbirds. It's a double feature. It's Jerry Anderson's Thunderbirds Go and Thunderbirds 6. Now, I don't have the Thunderbirds TV series. I would really like to have the Thunderbirds. Is it on Blu-ray? I don't even know. But, you know, Jerry Anderson is he was American, right? But then he made his fortune in the UK with all the shows, Terrahawks and all that stuff. But this is kind of what started it all for him. The Thunderbirds, I think this is what started it all. The 60s marionette, Team America World Police, huge homage to Thunderbirds. So this is a Thunderbirds double feature. Look, they've got a ton of special features on them. Let's see what we got inside. We have no alternate artwork, but we do have, it's a double feature on 2 Blu-rays. I did not realize that. It's 2 Blu-rays. I love these catalogs. I love a catalog. I love a booklet. I love a catalog. So I'll just be sitting here rummaging through this catalog. Let me hold this up so you guys can get a good look at that artwork, because I think it's pretty sharp and it deserves a linger. Let your eyes linger all over that. It's like the burlesque Blu-ray box. Okay. What else do we have? This is one I took a chance on, but I think I'm going to be happy. Sonny and Cher, Good Times. This is a 60s movie, 1967, so it's got that swinging 60s hippie thing that I love so much. I mean, I love a lot of things. I love noir, but I'm a big fan of like mid-60s, late 60s music, culture. Big fan of all that stuff. So it's the Sonny and Cher movie. I was in a thrift store recently and I saw the soundtrack for this movie on vinyl, and it was beat to ever-loving crap, and I was kind of sad about it because I'm not going to buy it if I can't listen to it. But all right, let's see. Do we have alternate artwork? Nope. All right, we move on. Did this have special features? Yeah, it's got an interview. Holy crap, hold on. Hold on. I forgot about this. Interview with director William Friedkin. That William Friedkin. The Exorcist William Friedkin. Audio commentary by film historian Lee Gambin. Okay, that just shot this thing's real estate through the roof. A Sonny and Cher movie from the director of The Exorcist. It's got to be interesting, right? All right, next. Oh, this is another brand new one. The Magic Sword. Basil Rathbone. Now, he's not the hero in this movie. The hero is, I believe it's Gary Lockwood, who... Oh, Star Trek, the episode of... The very early episode of Star Trek where the guy... has like the silver eyes, you know, he gets this power and he's like their crewmate, he's their friend, and he becomes bad, and then Kirk has to fight him. It's kind of like the second pilot for the series. The name of the episode is escaping me right now because I'm on camera and I'm on this mode right here, but The Magic Sword, it is a 1962? Yeah, 1962. It's a fantasy movie. It's a sword and sorcery movie in the vein of like a Jack the Giant Killer, right? Is that the name of the movie? Now I'm getting confused with the Brian, oh my gosh, The Usual Suspects guy. Okay, let's go with like Sinbad, okay? And like Harryhausen, like Ray Harryhausen, that kind of a thing. This is that kind of a movie. It's a swashbuckler. That's a better way to say it. So, you know, the thing about when you can't remember something in a YouTube video, you can't remember it. Like, as far as everyone's concerned, you've forgotten it forever. And of course, I'll remember this while I'm editing or as soon as I hit stop, but the memory lapse lives forever. So, no alternate artwork here. We do have special features, audio commentary by Tim Lucas and filmmaker Larry Blemire. All right. Here's the Corbucci, you guys, the Hellbenders. Now, I do have this on a crappy DVD. So the opportunity to upgrade this movie to a Blu-ray in high definition, I was all over. The Hellbenders is great. It is great. It is a fantastic spaghetti western. We have audio commentary by Alex Cox. I haven't really been talking about the extras for most of these. I have failed. Okay, I'm going to speed up because I'm getting a battery alert here. No alternate artwork. Okay, The Nude Bomb. Now, this is not as bad as it sounds. This is the Get Smart movie. Maxwell Smart missed it by that much. Of course, Inspector Gadget. If you're an 80s kid, maybe a 90s kid, Inspector Gadget was voiced by Don Adams. As is basically Get Smart in cartoon form, kind of, sort of. It's the same humor, the same personality. So, whoa. All right, so this has a ton of extra features, special features. No alternate artwork. None of these are going to have alternate artwork. This is another one that just came out, you guys. The inclusion in the sale is amazing. Highballin'. Peter Fonda and Jerry Reed. The guy from Smokey and the Bandit, Eastbound and Down, trucker movie with Peter Fonda and Jerry Reed. Of course, this movie probably exists. What is this, 1978? Yeah. Probably exists because of the success of Smokey and the Bandit. There was a whole line of trucker movies. You got Convoy. You've got, I mean, there were... How many sequels are to the Smokey and the Bandit? I think there's 5 of them, but I think 3 of them were theatrical. Truck Stop Women, you could just go on and on. There's trucker movies in the late 70s into the early 80s was a big thing, and I was super happy to add Jerry Reed and Peter Fonda to my shelf. SemiTough, Burt Reynolds, Chris the Man Christopherson, Joe Kleber. Did I say that right? Clayburgh. I'm going to hold that cover. We'll do the burlesque cover for this one as well. This is very cheeky 70s, risque, whatever. You guys, if you're in a Chris Christopherson mood, Vigilante Force is the movie that you want. It is my favorite Christopherson movie. It's also got Jan Michael Vincent, the guy from Airwolf, and White Lightning. No alternate cover right here either, but that's okay. SemiTough in HD. Kill Them All and Come Back Alone. This is Enzo Castellari, another director that Quentin Tarantino loves a lot. The director of the original Inglourious Bastards, not the Tarantino version, but the original Inglourious Bastards, Enzo Castellari. We have an audio commentary. This is Chuck Connors, TV star Chuck Connors. Oh, I'm so worried that the battery is going to die in the middle of this video. We have 2 left. I'm going to breeze through them. She. This is, I believe this is, there's an old Hammer movie called She, and it's from the early 60s, I want to say. In late 50s, early 60s, but it's based on an H. Rider Haggard novel King Solomon's Mines author. I believe this is just a post-apocalyptic rendition of the same story. I could be wrong on that, don't quote me. It's got Sandal Bergman, who was in Conan the Barbarian, and Red Sonja as well. I forgot about that one. And it's a post-apocalyptic, look at it. That's what it is. Please have some alternate artwork. No, no alternate artwork. Okay, last movie. Stick, Burt Reynolds. Do you know how long I have been waiting for this movie to come to Blu-ray? Years, man, years. It came out on DVD. I think it was a Walmart exclusive for a while, and then I think maybe that vanished too for a while. It's been really interesting, the home video life of this, but this is adapted from an Elmore Leonard story. Elmore Leonard, the guy who wrote Jackie Brown, the novel that influenced Jackie Brown. Elmore Leonard's great. 310 to Yuma is one of our great American authors. He's passed, but this is based on an Elmore Leonard story. Burt Reynolds. This is the movie with the balcony stunt. If you've seen this movie, the balcony stunt forever sticks in people's mind. It's an incredible stunt. I can't believe how it's amazing. The movie is worth the price of admission for the balcony stunts. And there's no reversible artwork. Guys, that's it. That's the sale haul. If you, we highly recommend, I'll put all the links to the Kino Lorber sale in the description of this video, so you can just click straight through. These are our recommendations, but we have so many more recommendations that are movies that are on sale during this particular sale right now, the end of winter sale. So check out that playlist that we put in the corner. And if you pick stuff up, let us know what you're grabbing. Kino Lorber is doing a great service, not only with their sales, but just with preserving these titles for movie fans like you and me. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out, talking about this sale, talking about these relatively off-the-radar movies. I think these are kind of they're not obscure, but they're not things that just everybody's talking about. And we love to shine spotlights on things like that. So guys, thank you for your time. Take care. And until next time, I will catch you later.